Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sean Mitchell, Denver real estate agent with Compass, and this is your April 2022 real estate market update for the Denver metro area. Today we're going to cover median days on market, months of housing inventory for single-family homes, number of new listings, median sale price, mortgage rates looking at 12 months back and 10 years back, Denver area unemployment rate, as well as my 30-day prediction on what to expect in this hyper-competitive market. The median days on market for the Denver metro area is sitting at 4 days, and that's in comparison to 10 days. I'd say based off of this chart alone, we are definitely in a hyper seller's market. You can see here that houses are not sitting on the market very long, and they've been like that for the last couple of years since the pandemic. We've seen a significant shift since the pandemic, and houses are flying off the shelf, and sellers have significant leverage here when putting their house on the market. The typical winter slowdown that we see in this market has been obliterated since the pandemic, and we've seen just this constant minimum days on market, whether you're in the summer or whether you're in the winter. Months of housing inventory for single-family homes is sitting at 1 month, and we've been going back and forth between 1 month and less than 1 month since the pandemic. And even before that, since all the way back in 2014, we were toggling between 2 months and 1 month of inventory pretty consistently. So it has gotten even more competitive since the pandemic. Number of new listings is at 4,315. And we're continuing to see this uptick in number of houses go on the market. We should see this peak out at around June, maybe. Last year's peak was in fact in June, and it peaked out at 5,534 listings in that month. Previous to that, in 2020, we tapped out at about 5,300 homes, and looking back at 2019, we saw 5,446 new homes. So in 2021, we did see the most houses go on the market in a single month since 2013. It's encouraging to me that we're seeing more homes go on the market, and my hope is that this year we will surpass last year's peak of 5,500 homes, and maybe we'll see something like 5,600, 5,700. Median sale price is $657,522, and that's in comparison to an average of $790,711. And this chart is always a good reminder that if you are ready to buy a house, there's never a better time than now. This chart in particular goes all the way back to 2013. And just to give you a point of reference here, if you were to have purchased in January of 2013, the average sale price was just under $300,000. The median sale price, $246,875. Mortgage rates for the 30-year fixed is sitting at 5.11. The 15-year fixed is 4.38, and the 5/1 adjustable 3.75%. Taking a look at the 12-month snapshot definitely looks concerning with this sharp spike in 2022. However, if we take a look at the 5-year look back, we actually have seen rates this high back in 2019. And I can speak from a personal perspective that it did not slow down the real estate market at all. So it's food for thought, and there's no way to predict the future here. And of course, if interest rates continue to rise, it may impact the real estate market. But as for now, I'm relatively confident in saying that it's steady as she goes. What's the unemployment rate doing for the Denver metro area? Well, it's sitting at 4%, and that's in comparison to the national average of 3.8. It is dropping, and you can see here that we did see a really high peak, a sharp peak during the pandemic, but that's been gradually falling as stores and shops have been opening up and mask mandates have been lifting. So what's going to happen over the next 30 days? Well, I expect for inventory to continue to hit the market. Buyers will have more and more options to pick from. We'll probably peak out around June or July sometime. Interest rates may have peaked for the meantime. It does kind of look like it might be stabling out, which is good for the real estate market as a whole. However, I still see stiff competition for these listings that do go on the market. I don't expect for the interest rates right now to chase away so many buyers that it means that you won't have any competition if you're putting an offer in on a house. My name is Sean Mitchell, Denver Metro real estate agent with Compass. And if you're a buyer or seller looking to get into this market, feel free and reach out. My contact information will be at the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.